Hey guys, it's Parfax, and I'm back. I had a few things to take care of. Got them taken care of. Back to playing Elder Scrolls, the game that I love. Alright, I've had quite a few comments. Hey, what about a Magic NightBlade? Well, today I'm on my Magic NightBlade Killer Arrow, and I'm going to show you guys my Magicka build for my NightBlade. Let's get started. Alright, this is my single target bar. First off, my main attacking ability is going to be Swallow Soul. You're going to get a nice healing buff from it. It's going to heal you. And then while it's slotted, you gain the Minor Vitality, increasing your healing received by 8%. Pretty good just in its own, but the magic cost is 740. The only other spell that would take this place would be Force Pulse, but it does a hair more damage, but costs 1,630. There's a big difference. Alright, so you're going to stick with Swallow Soul. Now, my damage over time ability, it's going to be Crippling Grasp. It's going to allow you, when that boss is moving, you're going to keep this up 100% of the time, so no matter what, you're doing damage to that boss. Even if he's moving, even if for a second you have to dodge an enemy, as long as this is up, you're going to be doing damage. Alright, Structured Entropy. It is not fully leveled. It fully leveled, I believe it gives 8% max health, which is going to give you even more resources. The Mage's Guild ability here, I think it's this one. Increase your max magicka and max recovery by 2% for each Mage's Guild ability slotted. Now I have 3 abilities slotted for the Mage's Guild. But, as of right now, Structured Entropy, you're going to cast it. You're going to keep it up 100% of the time. It is going to give you 20% spell damage bonus. That is the Major Sorcery. It's going to give you 6% health. With this one, it's 8% fully leveled. And it's going to do a little bit of damage, giving you a little bit of health back. Overall, great ability. Now, Merciless Resolve. When you toggle it on, it's going to give you an 8% damage bonus. And then when you light attack 7 times, or heavy attack 7 times, it's going to proc a Spectral Bow that's going to do a ton of damage. Now, when you do use that bow, or when that bow comes up on your skill bar, it's going to make you glow blue. When that happens, you use it, and then you have to recast it to continue to give you that bow and that 8% damage bonus. But trust me, it is worth it. Alright, the last ability on my bar is Inner Light. Pretty self-explanatory. It's going to give me my 10% crit from the Major Prophecy. It's going to give me 5% max magicka from this. It's going to give me 2% max magicka from the Mage's Guild passive and 2% magicka recovery from the Mage's Guild. Pretty much a no-brainer. Alright, the last ability is my ultimate. Meteor. Now, I know I'm going to catch some flack for this, but yes, it is not morphed yet. I've been working on it today. I got it to 3, but I really wanted to get this video out today. And I don't know if I was going to, if I had to continue leveling this. But the one you're going to use is Shooting Star. It's going to give you ultimate back every time you hit an enemy with it. This ability is one of the best ultimates in the game, hands down. It's going to give you 2% max magicka, 2% magicka recovery, and it's going to hit like a truck. Alright, my AoE bar. Now, you may notice that there's a single target ability on my bar. Impale. This is for use on only bosses. Once your boss gets under 25%, you're going to switch to this bar, and you're going to start to impale him. I don't have it on my single target bar because 1, I can't really fit it, and 2, you only really need it on those big, long boss fights. Once you hit that boss under 25%, you're just going to swap bars to this one, and then you're going to impale him. Again, Structured Entropy. Same reasons why it's on the front bar. It's going to give you a max health. It's going to give you a magicka. It's going to give you magicka recovery. Why not have it on both bars? Siphoning Attacks. This is going to be your ability to help you keep up your magicka while you're AoEing. It's going to give you a chance to give you 15% of your resources back. It's going to give you 3% on your attacks. And it's going to give you a 17% less spell damage and weapon damage while toggled, but if you have no magicka, you're doing no damage, so toggle it on, and it's going to help you cast this next skill over and over again. That is Sap Essence. Sap Essence is the bread and butter for AoE NightBlades. It is not the most damaging AoE in the game, but it heals, it gives you the major brutality, the major sorcery, which increases your weapon and spell damage by 20%, which, yes, structured entropy does as well. But it's going to heal you, it's going to heal your allies, and damage to all nearby enemies and healing nearby allies for 100 or 1,479 plus 20% more for each enemy hit. It's going to heal a lot. It can keep your entire group alive just because you're using that one ability. And then finally, we're going to use Inner Light. The same reason it's on the front bar, it's on the back. And again, Meteor. If you want a little bit of group utility, if you don't want to go straight DPS, you would just use this ability right here. Veil of Blades. It is going to reduce damage your allies take by 30%. Also reduces enemy movement by 70% and deals 1,257 magic damage to enemies every half a second. Pretty good. It also has a heal on it. It's overall good ability, but if you want to go straight DPS, I go Meteor. Alright, now for my gear. 2 pieces of Cyrodiil's Light. Now, this is something you get in PvP. The PvP Elite vendor is one that has it. You can find them in trading guilds, but it is super expensive. If you go back to my sorcerer video, I gave you a lower cost version of this. It is an also PvP set, which I do not believe I have on me. I do not. It gives you, for 2 items, it gives you right around 90 spell damage. You can look at my sorcerer video, and I will post it bottom in chat to tell you what that set was. Alright, we're going to run 4 pieces of Martial Knowledge. Martial Knowledge, as of right now for Magicka, is by far the best set in the game. Right now in 1.6, it is about how much spell damage you have, not how much spell crit, like 1.5. Having said that, the next one I'm going to use is Parfax Pact. 2 pieces. It's going to give you 177 spell damage. And then the last set I'm going to use is Archmage. Now, again, this is a very expensive set. If you do not wish to run Archmage, if you want to go a more cost-effective route, you can run Adroitness. Also, again, in my Sorcerer video, I have the Adroitness set. You can run 2 pieces. Right now I have the Archmage 3 pieces. I have the chest, the head, and the neck. The Martial Knowledge is my waist, boots, legs, gloves. And then Turags is my shoulders, and staves, and Archmage is my neck. For staffs, I'm going to give you guys 2 choices. You can use Nirnhone, which is very expensive, does a hair more damage, but if you want to go a little bit more of the cost efficient, just go Precise. They're about the same. This one costs significantly more. The trait for this alone cost almost 20,000. But if you want to suffer a little bit of damage and a little bit of survivability for cost effectiveness, just go Precise. Alright, let's bring up the champion points real quick. I have 30 points into magic cost reduction. I have 3 points into magic recovery. I'm going to continue putting points into this until I get 30 points, and then I will decide to go from there. I put 30 points in Elemental Expert, which the reason why I did that is because I want this passive right here, increase your spell critical rating by 12%. The next one is this one, increase your damage with poison, disease, and magic. This increases your swallow soul. So all the way up to at least my next 30 points are going to go into this one right here. And then I put all of my points into light armor focus. Just going to give me some extra armor. That is what you really lack, is a magic user. Now, to finalize this out, I'm going to show you my attributes. I am an Imperial, which I get a lot of health and stamina. I have 15 points into health, 47 in magicka. But the biggest key is you want your max health right around 19,000 to 20,000. That'll be plenty, and then you put the rest into magicka. I did these attribute points before I put my structure entropy on, so I will go back and once I have it fully leveled and tweak it and put more points into magicka than health. I am currently running the Mage Stone, and I do have all my Emperorship bonuses. So if I lose it, I'll probably stay with the same amount of attribute points. But the biggest thing is get your health where you want it, and then put the rest in the magicka. I am currently using the Mage Stone. Gives me max magicka. And I will give you a quick view of how this build works. Alright, let's see, I'm just weaving right here. And here in a second, it's going to proc my Merciless Resolve. See right there, it did almost 19,000. Oh no, he got me. Right as he died. Oh, well, he left combat. But as you guys can see, it was doing right around 10,000. And I was screwing up a little bit. No ultimate. Obviously, you drop your ultimate, it's going to give you a lot more DPS. And apparently, I just like getting ran over. Alright, guys. That's my Magic NightBlade build. And if you like it, hit the like button. If you like me, subscribe. Promise it will not be this long between videos for my Sorcerer one and this one. I had a few things to get going. Got them done. I'll be giving you guys more videos. Alright. See you guys in Tamriel. Thanks for watching.